Hi, welcome to the Noakevbo channel. We are doing another KART interview. We are now on our fifth one, I believe. And today we are interviewing somebody very special. This will be a really great one today. We are interviewing our top time trial and versus player on our server, Simon Andrade. So, Simon, would you like to say anything about yourself briefly before we start things here?
Yeah, I would love to actually. Hey guys, my name is Simon, as Booth just mentioned, and I have been playing with Booth for about 2 years now. I didn't start off with Mario Kart 64 with Booth. It was more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when I found out, when I actually watched one of his videos and I commented to see if I could play with him. And eventually we commented with each other in the comment section. And we exchanged our friend codes on Discord and on the Switch, and that's how we started to play together.
Yep, and I will definitely have a lot of things to talk about that, but I think as I get through the menus here and get ourselves started on a little bit of fun 50cc brother battle here, we will first ask you this question. It's the question I ask everybody. It's a question I asked back in the KART 64 Players days is, talk about your first video game experience in your life.
I want to say it was actually like I do remember somewhat playing this game, not actually playing this game, but I do remember uh, picking my character, which is Mario, and then going to Luigi Raceway, but not knowing how to play the game. So technically, I didn't really play, but I do remember a brief moment of how I guess started playing video games in general. But I more grew up with the DS. I was more of a DS gamer growing up.
Completely understandable. It kind of matters what era you're in and so forth. So really, the Mario Karts were your first video game experience, or was there something else non-kart that was first?
Mm, well, I think Mario Kart DS was really my first Mario Kart game I got into.
But like, is there any other video game that was before that that was non-Mario Kart related?
Um, I had these. I had the Toy Story game. I had SpongeBob. I think I have many other games. I can't name all of them. Obviously, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. It's a lot to remember, so lot to remember. Oh, good. I stole a
Huh?
star too. This ought to be a fun finish.
So slow.
It is. Oh my God, these bananas. What do I want to do?
The stars are so slow.
Yeah, I didn't really cover a lot of ground there. Kind of bad. You're gonna get last licks, and you're probably gonna get a second speed item. Probably have it. But do you do it now, or do you do it the last corner? Probably okay to do it the last corner at this point, but it's hard to say. Oh, now that changes things. That might have been one. Oh crap! Oh crap! I messed the wall up there. That might have gave you the in. That might have gave you enough back. It's hard to say though. Yeah, I'm touching the dirt. Yeah, I'm driving like crap. I would have had you otherwise. Oh, come on, come on. Oh.
I wasn't comfortable using it at the item set because I wasn't confident that the speed would carry me all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly we found out from when I did it, it wasn't enough. Alright, so you kind of went from playing like KART DS and all that other stuff. So obviously most of your video gaming. So then, talk about some other prominent games that you played maybe before like you started being competitive in Mario Kart 64.
try to think.
Just games that like you did Mario 64. You did just other games that you felt you were good at, played a significant amount of time. Anything that's like just kind of a quick little highlight.
Yeah, well, the two games I mentioned, the SpongeBob game and the Toy Story game, I played that game a lot. I'm definitely good at both games. At least I would think I'm good at them. I played them a lot. There's also this game called New International Track and Field. It's a track and field game with all these sports and stuff. I wasn't really that good at that game, but it was really fun to play against, or play with, rather.
Yeah. The only thing about those sort of games that I do remember back in the day with the really ancient ones is, man, there was a lot of cranking those buttons. I remember basically blowing up my body trying to do those. Good thing the game wants to give it to me this time. Oh crap. Looks like you'll get a couple chances here. But I think that then the second one won't matter if I don't crash. Alright, tied up. So I think the next step is maybe the first time you were going online to check like things about games or whatever.
That's true.
Any memories kind of like about that, about any of the video games, or just checking stuff online for scores or whatever the case may be? If it's nothing you can think of like really, really quickly, I think we'll just go to the one that's going to be a pretty quick one for you. So if you think of something later on that,
I need to talk
come back
about that.
Yeah, come back to it. Let's do the one that'll be definitely a memory. How did you find yourself into the time trial site?
How did I find myself? I was watching a lot of KART 64 players videos and time trials, and I thought maybe I could, perform well in time trials because I already knew I was a pretty good driver for not being a time trialer at the time. I was already somewhat consistent at my driving, so I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe I could play time trials and get to see these amazing times, which I have now, which is awesome.
So what position did you debut on the time trial site?
I want to say Abney said I was just outside of the top 300.
That's pretty good for a starting position that late.
304, I believe that's what he said.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, so it's clear that you had talent from the get-go. How was your progression making it up the ladder?
It happened rather quickly, actually. I think it took me at least 3 months to get into the top 100.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Good.
Maybe more than that. Because I joined the site in July of 2021, and I remember being in the top 100 somewhere around maybe December of 2021. I think that's when or November. I can't exactly remember, but it was one of those months.
I don't know why I did that. Oh well. Should use the star later. So I guess the next step is what position were you when you found? Actually, that's right. Before I ask that question, obviously you were in on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff pretty early, like right when it came out. Can I talk about that experience?
Yeah, right when Mario Kart, when the N64 Online came out, and I was hoping Mario Kart 64 would be one of the games immediately to be playable, and I just thought it'd be cool, to play with players online because multiplayer, specifically four player, is one of my favorite modes for this game, and I always wanted to play against great players that are my skill level or equal to my skill, or even better.
It definitely gave you the opportunity to do that. If I recall, you were kind of in with obviously the prominent members of the Time Trial site to try the initial 4-player round out. Who did you play when you played that first initial round of versus?
I played with Abney, Jones, and Soft Syrup.
All right, and when you guys played,
I also played against David Mole as well during a 3-player match.
Okay, cool.
As well as Soft Syrup again.
Yeah. When you played, who ended up doing the best?
For the 4 or the 3-player match?
The 4-player match.
I actually did the best, but not by much because it was a very close game between Abby and I. The top 2 scores.
Yeah.
The top 2. Yeah. It was like a 2-point difference, I think. 2-point difference. I remember it being cool to beat one of the best Mario Kart players in versus, but then I just told myself, well, it's probably because I have more experience with Switch Online, and he's more of a 64 player, and the input lag can make a difference. So I didn't really think about it too much. That was a mistake. Almost laughing the CPUs.
And they're trying to banana me. Oh, this could be close. Gonna have to really be clean here. You hit the hill anyway. Alright. Think I'll see. And so what was everybody's impressions of Nintendo Switch Online? That you played, the 3-player, 4-player GP, whatever the case may be. That initial view.
I remember the players I played against, they weren't really happy with how it controlled. Like, they weren't happy with the input lag, they weren't happy with the connections. And they said they couldn't really drive, competitively how they normally would if they were playing on N64. So overall, they didn't really like it, just to say the least.
Yeah, and they weren't going to be willing to try to work through it. They just kind of were really wanting the experience they wanted, and it just wasn't worth it to them, which kind of stinks because you're paying for that extended thing, and now you're kind of like, eh. But you decided to keep going with it, correct?
Yeah, because I wanted to get better and better at versus, and I just wanted to play against really good players. So that's what motivated me to play versus a ton.
All right. So is there anything preceding when you found my videos of Mario Kart 8 and so forth? Is there anything that happened before that as far as players that you played, things that you did?
Not really, actually.
Alright. So let's go ahead and skip on to that. So yeah, I do remember your post. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. Because yeah, really it was mainly Brent and I just playing each other. And Brent normally had to just talk me into I mean, he had to talk me into doing KART 8 Deluxe. I mean, going KART 8 Deluxe, all that stuff. And for doing this, I already told him, like, look, dude, I don't even have to play it. I know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like emulator, and it's gonna be laggy and crappy. And I don't know if I want to do it. He's like, well, what if I buy you an N64 controller? I'm like, well, you're gonna buy me an $80 controller. Yeah, at that time it was more. It was like $80 to get them. Even, yeah, they dropped to 50 later if you bought 4 or whatever. But I was like, well, I mean, if you're willing to buy me a controller for it, I can't say no. But even at that, you still had to talk me into it. Because I did have to use the Pro controller for a while, and I'm like, yeah, the experience for me with the Pro controller is just not going to work for me because the way I hold the controller and the way I mini this is not going to work. Oh god, the choppiness. We both got hit by the same time. So yeah, he had to do a lot to me talking me into it. He had to, like, most of the time get me to play the game. Okay, I like to do something here.
I do remember you knowing who I was and how I joined the KART 64 website, because you said something like, oh, congratulations on joining the website, or something like that, the time trial site, rather.
Yeah. I can't remember why I knew you or whatever, but I must have knew you for some reason. Oh, crud.
At that time, I was barely in the top 200. I think I was in the 180s at the time.
Yeah, your progression was pretty crazy, pretty unusual, unique. Man, the sliding on that's different. Like, I go to do the slide I normally do, or the actions I do here, and I just can't do. Oh man. Buried. Yeah, not driving very well. Oh god, I gotta get that going. That darn green. Let's see. So probably my next memory, you know, other than playing a lot of KART 8 and obviously being competitive with Daddy and me just kind of like trying to suffer through it usually. Honestly, I can remember when we played KART 64 and you'd occasionally show up when Daddy and I were playing, we'd do a little 3-player, and yeah, obviously we had to gang up on you. But you already knew that, so it wasn't like any mystery. It's pretty clear. Oh god. That's fake.
Short while, I thought Denny wasn't really a big fan of me at the time. Like, I didn't think he liked me all that much because he would always put passcodes on his room just so I couldn't join. And I noticed in the videos he would not real. I wouldn't say talk back, but it felt like he was talking behind my back. But that's how you are when you play KART 64. It's a very intense game.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing some other people don't understand about competitiveness and things like that is you just want to win. And honestly, someone's beating you all the time or, you know, threatening to take you out, you know, you're getting into that competitive mode, and it's nothing personal. It's just we're trying to win.
Yeah,
and so
that's how I felt.
You got it.
I felt that way.
Yeah, but you understood because you were the same person, you know. So. But yeah, we still were kind of our infancy there, and that's kind of was like our only real connection for a while. And then, yeah, I think obviously eventually I got you on the Discord channel, but we kind of just splitting time with KART 8, KART 64, and I still was just like, you know, I still wasn't really ready to really put in the time. So obviously after that, you started playing with other people that, you know, that wanted to play. So talk a little bit about that kind of previous to when I decided to get a lot more active.
I think, you know, I really started to play, look now, like I really started to play competitively through versus when I was on Gumby's server at the time. Which I'll give him credit. Without him, I wouldn't be playing this super competitively today. I'll give him credit for that.
So when did you join that server?
I
Estimate's
think it was.
fine.
I think it was July 2022. I think that's.
So it really wasn't too much before me. Yeah, I don't think it was too much before me then.
I want to say it was mid-July 2022, for being realistic here. Mid-July.
Yeah, it must have not have been too much before I did. It's hard to remember. I know that I went up to Seattle to meet up. Now, first it was the Portland area to get him and Martine.
Dang, how many stars, man? Gotten a lot.
Yeah, I know. I have gotten quite a few. Yeah, so talk about the initial impression of going onto Gumby server and kind of what kind of went over there when you were there. So like the initial.
I mean, for a while I thought it was fine. Not really anything crazy or anything. I do remember a lot of people were asking to play rounds. Probably Gumby was one of those guys for sure. I think. Oh, fake. Oh my god.
Close, yeah. That was in your line. Luckily not mine. Oh, crap. That was a pile of crap over there.
Oh, that was a little sketchy there.
Yeah.
You were gonna climb up the snow and then fall straight down. That was weird.
There we go. I completed lap 4 before you. You suck.
Lap 4. Double finish. That means you should get 12 points for that.
I know I should, man.
It's like you got second place on 2 races rather than 5th and 2nd.
Yeah. So as you got to know the different people on the server, kind of what were your impressions of all of them?
I thought they were, really cool people. Yeah, I always wanted to, play with players who were active most of the time.
Yeah.
And like,
absolutely.
You get, oh my god, what is this lag?
Oh my god, please stop.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play with active players from a server, then we can just play games all the time, specifically multiplayer rounds.
Dang. I don't even try to line up because I know you're going to get out of the way. Oh, God. Feels just a little bit different. And so it's like I keep up. Yeah, at least there's a fence here to protect me. I can be a little more aggressive.
Whoa,
that's crazy.
I would have went off there. The one thing I like about GP is that there's no bombs. I like that.
Yes. Yeah, that is the thing. Oh man, you slowed down. Maybe I don't need the red now. Oh my god, it took my red out. Damn it. There we go. We got 2 more chances at ya. And yes, we have no. Oh, there we go. Now there's the bad news of it. Oh no!
Yeah. Bad news about the.
Oh, Toad hit it. Toad hit my face. Okay, where are you gonna put those? I think we're. Oh, get through. Oh.
Yep. As you were saying, the bad news about that fence being there is that greens can bounce around.
So yeah, for me, obviously the more prominent players on the server were obviously Martine because Martine was always trying to get games going, and I definitely appreciated that. Sometimes that rubs people the wrong way, but I'm like, you know what? At least somebody wants to play this damn game, you know. And it was cool playing GG and Coolx because you do shortcuts with them. Trying to think of some of the other guys. There's a lot of guys I played at first, and it's like I have a hard time forgetting, and they just kind of quit playing, quit being interested. But yeah, there's a lot of good guys there. A lot of good guys, a lot of good memories there. It was good bringing my guys over, like, bring Brad over and everybody else.
Yeah, I
Getting
do
them
remember
playing.
fighting players the Gumby server. I don't think they were super active, but I gave them invitations to the server.
Yeah.
And Maddox is probably one of the more active players that I invited to that server.
Yeah, he's playing for at least a little bit.
Oh yeah, there was a question about the online. There was something about online you were asking me about, but I didn't have an answer for it. And
Yep.
Do you remember what it was?
Oh, trying to remember. I think it was mainly just things that might have preceded when we started playing and so forth. Or even things.
Oh, come
Whoa,
on.
what the hell? I watched that red. That was really weird because the red shell just kind of like, yeah, it's really strange having that red shell there. Oh man, come on green, go hit that Simon. Hit him one more time.
Oh my god, it
so
almost
close.
did too. It almost did.
It tried to hit you like 5 times. It's crazy. Either way, I can't remember. But if you remember something else, just let me know.
I honestly don't.
Yeah, I think I'm brain dead after work again as usual. Alright, let's reset this, get on to Star Cup. So, I debate going on to the next thing, and I'm not really sure how to word it. I'm trying to think of the best way to word it, but I think it's unavoidable just because it kind of happened to both of us, me sooner than you. But kind of talk maybe about Gumby server maybe towards the last 2 or 3 months of it and kind of your experience there.
Let's go. Okay.
Like the bad stuff. Like talk about the bad stuff, or before.
I mean, you can talk about the good stuff and then kind of how it led to the other part, and then just briefly. We're not gonna like dwell on it, and it's not gonna be questions I'm gonna ask too many people. I don't think, but I think you and I's situation. I think it's unavoidable to talk. Not to talk about it. So yeah, I'm not sure how to phrase the question, or even what the answer should be. But I think it's something that we can't just be like, oh, we're gonna just avoid that, not talk about it. I think we do need to talk about it. So, yeah, talk about the good times, talk about maybe when things were not so good, and kind of what led to the division of our servers, and you're no longer being involved on that server.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I do. The good times I remember is talking with Gumby on PC, because he was actually a pretty cool guy to talk to. My first impression of him, I wasn't really a big fan of him. Like this was before I thought he was a cool guy, and then it was back to where it was before. But when Gumby was on the actual Mario Kart 64 time trial server, he called someone's mom a whale and made fun of his name and named him after. I think he said something about why are you named after seaweed, and I wasn't really a big fan of that personally. I didn't really like the guy after that. And then he went on and said like, you guys are so soft. You guys need to toughen up. Like, well, you can't really say that after you just made fun of someone's name and said their mom was a whale. Like, that's pretty messed up. You can't say something like that.
Yeah, that's something you say to somebody that maybe you've known for a while. You know you can joke around them like that. Probably a stranger. Probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea.
I couldn't remember, but I think he said Jones banned him from the server. I
believe
can't remember. It was one of the mods, obviously.
I believe he did. It was one of the mods, though. And like I said, I mean, you can only take so much. They tolerated a lot. I'll give them that. It wasn't like an immediate ban. He really basically had to try to get banned.
I do remember messaging him privately. I said, with no offense, you kind of had the ban coming after you said all that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think he really cared. I think he is unapologetically who he is, and like I said, I get it, I know, and that's kind of how I am too, so I really didn't initially have all that much of a problem with it. You know, plus I agree with them, the time travelers can be a little bit rigid sometimes, and we all want to think we're the best, and so that can rub him the wrong way, and he can rub them the wrong way. I get that.
It's one of those courses where CPU bolts can come into play.
Yeah, and I have been bolted on the gap before by a CPU. As rare as it is, it can happen.
Oh, well, speaking of bolts.
Yep. And I guess before we go into the other part, we can briefly talk about the Caleria / Switch Online bolt. And we've talked a lot about it in private, and we've given our opinions quite a few times. But just briefly kind of talk about that rule and so forth, and kind of how you feel about it, or how it's employed, and kind of what's come of it between players.
Personally, well, for some reason, for some instances, I think the Chilera Bolt rule is actually an okay rule when it comes to banning the Cooper Beach ramp and the Yoshi Valley hairpin jump, because you don't have to worry about those parts of the track, and it makes the track easier to drive on. And it makes the track closer. You know,
yeah, and I think Jimbo's always been okay with actually excluding that. He actually likes taking a longer route on Yoshi Valley, for instance, because we don't ever get to drive that area. It's kind of cool to do different things, do the time trial line, do the other things, you know. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's gonna work! Oh my god, I made it! Oh my god, I almost did it! That was a darn good try. Darn good try.
That's the only thing I had, I think.
Yeah. Gotta make sure that I carry the computer players with me here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I had to think about how to deal out the maximum pain there. That'll be the only time I get 9 points on you in this competition, I have a feeling. I'm still 12 down. You got the rest of the way here, I'm pretty sure. I'll try again on the other one, but like I said, as far as what Gumby said, I mean, right there, I basically made Gumby's point for him, you know. It was pretty cheap for me to have a bolt. You could do nothing but put 10 bananas and hope I slept on one, you know. There's nothing you could do. You know, other than, of course, taking the penalty and trying to make it around. I mean, there's just only so much you can do. So, in that exact scenario, I have to agree with Gumby, as much as it hurts me. But, with that said, as I've said many times, privately and, well, publicly and wherever, you know, there are unintended consequences to every rule set, and you do have to keep those in mind. And I think when it comes to, even though the rules state on both the query server and him that the ghosts are the exception to the rule, the fact that somebody has the power to reset before reviewing a race, I think is a bad idea. Because you've already had that happen to you a couple of times where Gumby was really pissed at you about using a bolt, but you luckily remembered that there was a ghost, and luckily I was recording, and I was able to show that 2 frames before the bolt that a ghost appeared, and you acted on instinct, which is within the rules. I pushed also to have it done with a star, but that didn't end up passing on the mod area, which I think the star also is also enough reason because somebody could activate a star, and now suddenly you'd have to give them a shock dodge or whatever, you know. So I always thought the star should be another exception to the bolt rule. Because obviously if somebody gets a star, you can hit the bolt before they get the star. My view is you should build a zap in order to get the person to not use their star, especially on the 3rd lap. The 3rd lap, you know, there's just so many things. Plus, I think I always thought that the bolt rule breeds like, you know, makes you overly like hesitant to use the bolt. You're having to basically look at all your other screens and making sure that they're not where they can uncontrollably drop into the thing. But like I said, in this exact scenario that just happened here, I tended to have to agree with Gumby. That was pretty fucking cheap. I basically got 12 points really cheaply there, where you should have got first, I should have got second. Instead, you got no points and I got 9. So it was like a 12-point difference. So in this exact scenario, I'd have to agree with Gumby. But as a general rule, I do not agree with it. So moving on, I guess kind of talk about the end of your involvement at the Nintendo Switch server.
I decided to leave on my own note after Booth, who I'm with right now, as you all know, who's interviewing me. I decided to leave after he got banned because I was not very happy about it, and also because Gumby got really mad at me during one of our games, and that really made me upset. I probably shouldn't say, pissed me off, if that's fine, but
yeah,
it really made me upset, and I wasn't happy about it. But, me being the nice guy that I am, I said, well, honestly, if it wasn't for, I think I said something about, I think I gave Gumby a compliment about him making the server and how it was a great cause that he allowed us to, play all the time here. Like, he gave us the invitation to the server, something like that. I remember it was a compliment about something, but I think that sounded about right.
Yeah, I mean, really, in the end, there was an opportunity there, and it was good, and there were many positive things about it. My view is just there were unfortunate things about it too, and that's what's too bad. Is that I feel there was a lot of potential, and it kind of got spoiled. And like I said, there's a lot that oops, wow, didn't hit that ghost. I saw it, hit the ghost. All right, computer players. Bye-bye. A lot of potential there. There's things I could have done a lot better. There's things that they could have done a lot better. But in the end, you have to just admit when something's just not going to work out. And that was just not going to work out between me and them. But it could have worked out with you. I mean, obviously you're still in good terms with pretty much everybody else but Gumby at this point. Like, you're still in good terms with Jesse and Gigi and Yoshi and everybody else. I mean, it's just really Gumby at this point, I think.
Yeah. Just Gumby.
Yeah. And I am still not sure about the last incident. I mean, I kind of blame myself for us talking about things. But then Gumby talking to Juan said it was something completely different as far as I went. It wasn't about our conversation with me, but it was clearly obviously about our conversation when it came to you. So you only really lasted a day and then you got banned for good, which I disagree with. I think he should not have done that. But
we weren't talking about anything KART related, which is the worst part.
Yeah, that was the worst part. And like I said, I get it. But I think a more appropriate thing would just tell us to shut the fuck up and move on. But
he could have messaged me privately about it. Like, he could have let me know that it made him upset and could have let me know not to do it again. I would have been fine with that, but just outright banning me from the server, that's uncool. Right after you just let me back in too. That's not cool, man. And just me just thinking about it makes me upset. Just me thinking about that.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to move on from here, because obviously it's really at this point just about us on our own server and basically things we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish, and so forth. So I definitely want to get to the positive, and that's kind of where we decided to go in the last about a year, because we've been kind of just doing it independently just on the server for about a year on your end. So kind of talk about competition, players that we've gotten, you know, players progressing, getting better, things like that. Goals.
I guess I could talk about guys like Angelo, because he was one of those players that maybe how do I say this? He took some time to get better at this game, and he's definitely gotten a lot better now. And
really has.
Some of the tactics that, like, I guess he's been watching us and trying to learn the tactics and, you know, recreate them for him.
Yeah. Oh, you got it again. Man, that's amazing.
Doesn't matter though. That's still a very powerful item.
Yeah. Zap. Oh wow.
Oh, DK.
Combine. I was hoping.
You can't do it on 50. You can't do it.
Yeah. Also, he distracted you quite a bit, even if you could.
What is he doing?
Really fucking, yeah.
DK spun out in front of me. He's like trying to troll me here.
We're gonna get some items to catch up. Not gonna be an absolute kill shot here. I could have waited, but I tend to think that you would have got me a little worse, and I may have made less of an impact on you. So it's best just to take what you can get, you know. Right now, you're only gonna be able to get one more item. Yeah, Angelo's improved. You know, a lot of the people. I mean, Glorious, the story was kind of cool how he kind of came to the server, because I always forget like how people like find you and stuff. And it looks like most of the people, despite what Gumby would tell people, were found organically via my, you know, page, and a lot of people there was like, "Hey, can I play?" It's like, yeah. M-Law was that way, and Mark Lewis.
M-Law is a good guy to mention too. He was one of those players that would probably get like 4 points in a round, but he gets over 20 points now, which is a massive improvement for him.
Yeah, he's very competitive now. And it's good to see that. And it's definitely good that we know that we can keep doing that, keep elevating players to that spot. And that's what I'm looking forward to doing, is just getting some players that just know nothing about things and just kind of elevate it to the spot. You know, we're going to kind of work on making this place a better place. And not just a better place than other servers, but just a better place in general. You know, because we know what we want, we know what we don't want, and we have some control over that. We can make this a good place, and I know that's what we're focused on right now. But I think I'll change gears now, because obviously, as you talk, you moved up quite a bit in the time trial thing. So talk about your progression into time trials and all the achievements you've done there, probably for the next 2 or 3 races. Just purely talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could say I was just one of those players who had the ability to massively improve by large amounts and quickly as well. It's like, I don't know how. I guess I'm just a gifted player. I don't know what else to say. I'm just really glad that I was able to join the time trial site and prove that I had good skill. And I don't know what the hell happened there, but we're not going to talk about that.
Were you trying for the shortcut or what?
I guess you could say that, even though I wasn't trying to go for the shortcut, and it wasn't even on the staircase. But
This is really weird how it looked on my screen. It didn't look like a normal fall into lava.
I just plowed through Toad and Peach at the same time. Yeah, I do remember, obviously, when I was, actually before I joined the site, I was already playing Time Trial. I didn't join the Mario Kart site yet. But I do remember playing Luigi Raceway at the time, because it was the first track in the game. And I didn't really focus on any other tracks at the time. So I was really focused on getting the 139, I think. And I managed to do that, so it was great. I almost didn't make that.
Well, if you're taking people into the gap, I'm taking computer players with me. That's all I can say. And it worked out. I'm gonna probably still get second. But yeah, you got a star even afterwards. That's great.
That guy will get banned. Unfortunate.
Oh my god, your freaking items are stacking up here. I kept Bowser's Castle being a catastrophe.
Really glad there's only one swamp right there. On the 50th.
Yeah. So first, I think we'll talk about what are your goals as far as the time trial side of things first. Where do you want to be? Where do you plan on making it to? And even how long are you gonna do it? Because obviously there'll be a point of burnout, most likely.
To be fair, I don't know if I'm gonna do it for too much longer, because I've already proved that I could get all 32 gods on every track. But I am aware that I have a bunch of times that I can improve by a lot, so I'm not stopping anytime soon, I wouldn't say. But I've noticed that I've been taking a lot of breaks from time trials just because it can be very frustrating when grinding out times.
Yeah.
But I do want to make a full return. It would be great if I could do that. If I just have to, retrain myself on how to have good mental fortitude, because that would definitely help a lot, and try to not get frustrated so easily.
Yeah, and as you get
down.
As your potential and where you're currently at get shorter and shorter, it's just going to get more difficult.
We're doing 2-player.
Everybody,
we play 4-player a lot, guys.
Yeah, it's a program. You gotta use player 1 and 3 with your feet. You gotta use one player with your foot and one player with your hands. I actually trained myself how to set the TT shortcut by jumping off a player by controlling the other player with my feet. It's something I actually did for a while. Pretty fun.
Ashley did a DK run with her feet, doing a flap run. It was pretty funny. I think I don't remember what time she got, but I think it was a solid time too.
That's pretty crazy. So she could actually do mini turbos with her feet?
Oh no, absolutely not. That would be way too hard.
I hope not. I was like, wait a minute here, man. I'm like, wait a minute. All right, so I think before I ask the next question, before I ask the question about versus goals and stuff, I think I'll first talk about the Virginia meets, summer meets, whatever, just any meets. Because there is something I noticed that you were paying really close attention to, you knew a lot about, you watched a lot of them, it was something that was really intriguing to you. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, this was more about, of me wanting to get better at versus and trying to analyze what the players were doing and how I could have implemented them in my versus matches when I do play versus with players one day. And I also more watched these, KART meet. I watched these KART tournaments because there were a lot of well-known players there, and it's nice to see their skill. and how they perform in versus. So that's really the reason why. Like, I think those are like the main two reasons why I watched the kart meets a lot before I got like super competitive at this game.
Mario Finn, don't do it. I had to go over there and not get finned. I always get finned on the second lap. It makes me so mad. I guess then before I ask the final question, well, do you plan on attending a meet of some sort? And what are your limitations on that, both now and in the near future? It's gonna make
Tough
it.
question.
Just barely.
I
Just
do hope
barely.
Yeah, I do hope to attend the kart meet one day because it'd be nice to play players in person rather than online. Because it would be a completely different story for me because I've never done that before.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see play versus on the actual equipment and so forth and so on, you know. Competing, you know, getting along with the guys and so forth. It would.
I do actually have been playing 64 versus by myself, obviously, just trying to get used to the frame rate and stuff, and I actually managed to go to a kart meet one day, hopefully. Oh, that sucks. No,
I can't believe that.
Banana.
I can't believe I got that through.
Oh, I
That's
had a
ridiculous.
banana. I could have pulled it out. Should have been paying attention.
Yeah, I'm pretty amazed that worked. But yeah, I just got that red shell. I guess the thing would be finally your goal in versus, both probably here and the Caleria server.
Well, I know in the Caleria server, or Kylera, because it's Kylera, but I really want to make the master rank, because I am pro rank at the moment, but I would really like to be a master rank soon, whenever that'll happen.
Yeah, I guess the strategy would be probably to play the two lowest ranked masters within your round, maybe. I'm thinking might be the way to go. What do you think? I mean, what do you think would be the strategy? Just get better enough where it didn't matter?
Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have gone for that.
Well, I mean, otherwise I'm just going to hold the bolt, so, you know, you got to make me use it. So it sucks. It's a crappy decision to have to make, but if you want points, I mean, I'm just going to sit there with the bolt until the lap 3 and then just wait for a bad time for you. Otherwise, though, at least now you'll get items, you'll catch up, you can possibly get a bolt and get me off of there. Although if you don't do it soon, I probably won't take the thing on lap 3. So I gained enough time, I think. I think it kind of depends on what items you get. Man, I thought I screwed that up, but luckily I had. Oh god, the lag, wow. Yeah, and you're getting messed up enough back there where I don't have to take it on lap 3. It's a rare position where I'm ahead in Yoshi Valley, that's for sure. So yeah, definitely the master rank in Cleary. I think you're more than capable because you're a finalist in their big tourney, and yeah, I think you're more than capable of doing it. But there are a lot of good players. Like I said, I got to give props to a lot of players out there that play very well. Man, you made up some ground here, and this may have been a bad decision. It's hard to say. It just depends on what happens here. Hey, you got a gold shirt. Oh, you missed. Thank God. Oh my god, you're causing lag. That's interesting. Yes, the good news is you're able to get away from the CPUs. Oh no! You almost did it. You almost went too much. Alright, well, wasn't able to cost you enough there. You're still up 9 going to Banshee. But Banshee is Banshee. Probably during Rainbow Road, I'll have a lot to say. But I'll ask you one last question before I do that. I guess just basically talk about our server, maybe some goals or things that you want to do while on the server other than, of course, playing and so forth. Kind of just your thoughts on that. Is there a connection issue over there?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Discord decided to crash on me.
That was weird, yeah.
Alright,
That's funny. You can't retry these things. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna get my button on. I'm gonna get myself on the A button. Go ahead and give me a countdown.
3, 2, 1.
That's kind of a bad thing about GP. No retry button. It's almost like you gotta save in between races in case weird things happen. Actually, I think I want to get rid of my drag item. I don't want to hurt computer players. Oh, now I gotta get rid. Now I gotta keep it because now there's no between you and I now. Definitely don't want to make your job any easier. Oh god, the bat. Yep. Bat forced me to go through the crack and it messed me up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'm in trouble. But I gave it a hell of a try here. Gave it a hell of a try. But we'll give you my favorite present that I always love giving you. I mean, it is the holiday season, you know. And it does beat a lump of coal, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah.
I know it's... Did you cancel that thing?
I wasn't planning on to cancel it. I was planning on canceling it, but if it did, then that's great.
Yeah, I heard it bonk.
Yeah, I don't want to mess things up.
Whose shells are just... Oh god,
oh my
Yoshi.
gosh.
Nah, I can't wait. I'll give Yoshi a shock dodge. I need another one. Alright, well there we go. That's what I needed. We need another double up. I think I can... Yeah, I'm not gonna wait again. Yep, that's what we need. We're back in this, baby. Back in this. Oh my god, no way! No way! I quadded up. That's sick. I quadded up. I quintupled up. Well, props to you for still getting second, even though the game loves me. Nope, by 6 up. Alright, that's about the most ridiculous shit I've seen in my life. And I've seen some ones from you, but man, I think that even beats anything that you've done, luck-wise.
Sure. I went. As in, like, really?
Good news is you're still up 6, so you're gonna win.
That's crazy.
You're gonna win. All right. So I think while Rainbow Road's going, I think it's time for me to do a monologue, and this is going to be something I'm probably only going to do with you. I just basically want to say, Simon, that I really appreciate everything you've done for me, KART, and the server. And all the playing that you've done, even when you don't want to. I just want to say that I really appreciate it, like more than you ever know. And I just I just really think that you're a really good person and you have an amazing future on whatever it is you want to do with it. Just so you know.
Oh, trade off.
But as far as Rainbow Road goes, you need to lose, like, now. I
Oh my
hate
God.
you. I hate you and you need to lose. That's all. And if I get a chance to take you out with these red shells, I'm gonna do it. As much as I like you, I also hate you because you better me. But that's the way it goes with me. Always want to win. But I must say, you've earned it, man. You have earned it. Damn, so good at that. Alright, let's see if we can get lucky again. Alright, 3 shrooms, that's not bad.
Yeah, so if there's 2 red shells coming after you and you have 2 blockers, the best, and if they're fired off at the same time, really quickly, it's best to drop 1 blocker and straighten yourself out. So one of the shells hits the blocker that you dropped, and then you hold on to your next blocker for the next red shell to be canceled. That's how I do it, because I've seen many players do it, and it's a really good tactic to use.
Sometimes I can pull it off, but I usually mistime the block. I usually go too early, or I forget and move the cart.
You'd rather be on a straightaway when it happens too, because you don't have to control your cart that much. You can easily line yourself up with the shells that are coming after you. Okay, good. I was hoping that red wouldn't hit me from up top. It barely hit me before I was going to jump.
Yeah. You know, Mike Simmons used to call those things dog balls because they bark at you? The chain chomps?
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, what the fuck, dog balls? But I got it. It's like, yeah, because they're in chain. They were chained and now they're unchained and now they're barking at you. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yep. Fun fact for the people who don't know and that are probably watching this video. Chain chomps. The chain chomps were invented. Well, they're obviously the idea of a dog that's barking, but really it's about Shigeru Miyamoto having a traumatic childhood experience with a barking dog, and that really traumatized him as a kid. So that's why he came up with the chain chomp, and that's why the chain chomps bark, because they're based off of a barking dog. So, for those who don't know, that's my little fun fact for you guys.
Yep, that explains it all, for sure. Man. Oh, there's no way I'm getting through this shit. Oh, there we go. I made it past those at least.
I'd say for my first interview, I'd say I did pretty well, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of was a blank sometimes. Like I said, it's hard to interview somebody you know a lot about, because we've talked a lot about things, we've gotten to know each other really good, so it's tough to approach it from a standpoint of somebody that may or may not, that doesn't know a lot about you, that might just come across this video randomly to get to know you, Okay, let's do this right. See if we can make...
That one's gonna hit me from above.
Let's see if I do these right. You got the shroom one though. Come on, get there, get there. It's not gonna get there. Oh. Yeah, I spaced it out too much. Well, I guess I got one more opportunity most likely. Oh crap, missed the eye, but that's okay. Oh, gotta get away from that. I want to have 3 reds. Okay, you put the banana where you put the banana. Gotta watch that. Okay. think it's in time. Well, maybe it is in time. Afraid to do. Oh, that could get you. Oh. Oh my God! I got something. All right. You got a banana to get me with. Ooh, you missed. Okay. Where are the computer players? Oh, they're ways back. I don't know if I should go for that or not. Uh-oh. You got triple red. Are you in range? Definitely not going to try to get you to third. That's for darn sure. I got to try that. All right, can we make those reds bonk? Oh, God, they got there quick. Fuck. Damn, they got there quick. Holy crap, I didn't think they'd get there so quick. Hell, you still won by 3. Good going. I had a perfect special cup. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do the tiebreaker anyway. We'll do the tiebreaker anyway. Fuck it. Just because I want maximum pain and carnage, torture.
Mario Grand Prix. Select your player. Let's go. Select map.
All of Special Cup, or not all of Special, Alex Flower Cup rather, not just Toadstone
Alright.
Pike.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Please won't worry about the score on the other 3. Guess the good news is at least have some time to get away from the vehicles now. Oh, or I thought. Oops. I thought I had that.
It might be
Dang,
easier.
I thought I had the majorable snuck in there.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Oh, we're gonna use the ghost.
There we go. Darn computer players, they're taking your... Oh my God. Oh crap. Toad. Oh my God, that was a weird sound.
Toad
That
is
was a really...
one of the best characters for that reason. Just his voice clips are hilarious when he gets hit.
There's just a fadeaway on it. It's just really strange. Yeah, you went too much there. Get to the wall. Alright, let's reduce the effect of that blue shell for the first place player.
Oh, that truck just swerved into my lane. What the heck?
Yeah, insurance rates are definitely going up now. Freaking horrible drivers. I mean, look at all these fucking guys. They're all going the wrong way. We're the only people driving the right direction.
Alright. Man, usually I get all the lightning bolts. Holy crap.
Yeah. Peace. Taking out my...
Oh god, Yoshi. Almost ran into him. We could have squashed each other. Yeah, I might just play zoomed out for Toad's Turnpike for extra mode from now on.
Yeah.
Makes it a little bit easier.
I can see the benefit of that.
I'm never gonna know the cycles. At least all of them on this track for extra mode.
Ow. Fine, you get one too. Dang, you still got ahead. Healing Luigi. Dang it, where's Stinson to take over the controller for me? That was never gonna get old.
I feel like Stinson taking over would be a bad idea. Sorry, Stinson.
I mean,
don't
can you
actually
give me a
mean it.
word? Would he get me 9th place if he took over?
Yeah, I can see it. Maybe 12th place in the newer Mario Kart games, such as Mario Kart Wii and Mario Kart 8.
Maybe, yeah, because there's at least 12 there, so that's possible then.
Yeah, they couldn't
Oh man.
put 12 players in Mario Kart 7 because it's a handheld. That makes sense.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
It'll be-
if anyone is watching, and you guys would like to join the server, Booth could hook you up with a Discord link in the comment section below when this gets uploaded.
Yep, absolutely. Just add. I guess now that we have like actual dedicated screen names now, I think you can just look for Noakevbo on your Discord, and I will give you a link that's valid for 7 days. I decided not to do the forever link just to kind of avoid having spammers or channel raids to happen. But I will give you a link that will be valid for 7 days if you were to DM me. Or leave a message on the Facebook comments, and I'll put it out there too for 7 days. Dang. Those bananas were nasty. They messed up the computer players too. They're all parked there as well. I get really confused here. Yeah. I don't even know why I'm getting stuck there. That's just weird. So I'll quit doing that. If we definitely need more practice and extra. Well, I do. You're doing just fine.
Let's Turnpike would be the main one, the main track to practice.
There's so many I'm horrible at. Dang it, computer took my items.
Well, I went through the ground. That's so weird when that happens. I just crossed the finish line over the snow, and I got a double finish. That's funny. Do I get
Oh my god,
18 points for
Wawmaster.
that? Wawmaster failed.
He did,
Oh,
he
he's
didn't
failing.
get me.
Can I get 18 points, please?
Yeah.
The double finish. Ah, come on.
I think I'll just put some numbers down here below your name for the last 3 here. Boom. And at least it'll be in the video.
The tunnel section always reminded me of the face.
Indeed.
Oh, the guardrails are actually missing in extra mode.
because it's 100cc. But it's 100cc with extra. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, they're. Oh god, I went down too. Just like the computer players.
Because even in time trials, the fence is there.
Whoa! Your shell just took out Wario. I just saw Wario go down, but now he got put back up there. What in the world? That's weird.
Yeah, the CPU's like
Some
cheap.
weird. Well, time to pick on Wall.
Wall will
There we
not be
go, he
happy
just-
when he watches this.
No. Wall Mouse is gonna be really angry at me for trolling the CPU.
Out my way, Toad. Boiling me here.
Dang, he's taking my items now. He's getting me back for that. Put bananas down too. How do you not hit that banana? Oh, he hit those bananas though. I think he went down. I think he went down to the bottom.
Oh. Oh, thank you.
Oh
That
my
actually kinda
God.
helped me.
Are we gonna have to do this
Actually
again?
Maybe. Oh, shock dodge. No, we do have to do it again. What the heck? Dude! What is this game, man? I don't understand this game anymore. Look at red shell climbing up the wall there on my screen. That was weird.
I did shoot some red shells, kind of strange spots.
It's kind of interesting how there's, sections on some courses where reds can just travel over the wall. It's so weird. The problem with
Dang,
Chocolate
do you think we're-
Mountain's red shell spots when they climb over the walls, that you have to be away from, like, a certain distance away from your opponent for it to work. I think same goes for Wario Stadium. Oh, you were gonna hit that fake, but Wario pushed you out of the way.
Oh my gosh, that green.
Oh.
I can remember one of our versus matches where there was like 25, 30 bananas over here.
Oh, Yoshi took out my fake.
Alright. I think that's a morale victory here, man. Morale victory here. Good
Oh
lord.
god.
Yeah, but you got greens. Scary. I gotta get something else. I gotta get follow up. Oh, I guess that works. Oh, crap. Oh, get yourself, hit yourself. Oh, wait. Oh, good, Wario got hit. Oh, God, that was dangerous. Get there.
No.
Oh, I got it off before you could do it. That boulder, going for it. We're just gonna go for it. Oh God, that banana. Oh no, you got boulder. I'm looking for the bomb, Simon. I'm thinking bomb.
Here we go.
Gosh dang it. But boulder! Lightning bolts! Fuck!
No.
I'm done.
Casting.
Yes, it works.
Stupid phone call. What position did you finish there? You got third, right?
I got third.
Okay.
Wario did something at the very end. I passed him for third.
Alright, cool. 1, 3. Well, that was one of the more interesting Choco Mountains we've had.
Had to retry.
Yeah, we had to retry.
All because I got smashed by a boulder.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about the boulder. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And luckily, it was out of position for me, but unfortunately, it was in position for you.
Nope.
Man, you really want the fucking bananas really bad. Dang, I missed. Come on, computer players, quit wanting the items so bad. It just won't lay off. Okay. Thank you, Nintendo. Ooh, oh god, it wasn't even the green, it was a fake. Well, what happened to you?
Stand back for items.
Yeah.
Got a single shroom instead.
Oh! Toad dropped
That's
out.
funny.
It's not gonna make it. It's funny that Toad dropped out. Oh my god, it did make it. Oh my god! Well, good play, Toad. Good play. What can I gonna say? Ah. Well, I think it's time for me to relax for a bit. I guess if somebody pings me on the server, I'll come back later to play some more. But any last party messages, Simon, before we go?
Well, I think all I can say is when this gets uploaded, I want to say thank you guys for watching my interview. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate Booth asking me all these questions, and I've been happy to answer them for you.
Yeah, it's been good to have you here, Simon. You know, like I said, you and Martine are definitely the most valuable people here, and I appreciate all your guys' efforts, and definitely appreciate the fact that you guys got me to continue on even during the hardest times, rebuilding and getting members over here and all that stuff. I definitely appreciate it. All right, guys, I think that'll be it. You guys have a good one, and I will now go and get everything set up and upload it. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for watching this.
Bye, guys.